guess for whatever reason my camera's acting up. I did a test before I started recording to see if it would do pictures again when I pressed the shutter button. I did again like it did on Saturday, so that's annoying, which is weird that it did it on Saturday because it took two. It would be not as weird today, but when I did it on Saturday before I left the house, it took two videos. When I did that, it was two tests, so that's odd, but whatever. I'll live. Double the camera action today. 49%. Dang, didn't. I thought my 360 camera charged, but apparently it didn't. Put the camera higher, so hopefully it's better. We'll see. And I tightened it. Oh, what a windy day. Why is my backpack so heavy? The water bottle probably. Yeah. I had lunch here. Now I'm going to the post office even though they're closed to see if I could drop off this package. Usually this location is always open, but sometimes it's not. Randomly they'll lock the door. Usually it's open otherwise. I probably look crazy. Got a camera on my helmet, got a camera on my chest. I am technology. I have my phone on my handlebars. Who am I? Ugh. Decided to have lunch at the park because my mom had a Zoom, probably still going on. I think she did at least. I assume she did since it's Monday. It's usually one of her typical days that she does. And she was a little overdressed. So, good, how are you? I always feel weird when people older than me or my age call me sir. That would be so formal. I mean, it's nice, but not sure which one's weirder to me. I'm trying to decide how I want to edit this video together, since I'm doing it on both cameras. If I want to do separate or together, because it takes a while. Now that I figure out how to, on Friday I figured out how to edit a full video together. Since I got my new phone, I can kind of edit, not fully, since it's iPhone X. I know I can edit, I just can't make any clips. I don't know if it's because I discontinued it or if I need to have a Fusion Max, the GoPro Max, the newer 360 camera. But I had been having problems because nothing else I currently own, laptop or phone wise, was up to, had the right GPU or anything, so I couldn't edit anything. So instead of being a full 360, it would just be one fisheye lens, which kind of looks silly, especially because on the full fisheye it was just partial in the realm of just being one, however big the lenses are on the camera. So yeah, I guess when I get home I'll see how I feel, since I have to upload the 360 clip to my phone, then download it and edit it, and then hook my phone charger up to my computer, and then put it on my computer. And of course, putting it on my computer is the least time consuming part. It's just downloading and editing, since I do it one by one and get it how I want to before I download it to my phone. So I have to delete all the pictures on my phone, probably. Maybe not. It's been weird since I got it. Even though it's the same gigabyte 64 as both my iPhone 6s, it's been making me delete stuff. I guess it's just the clips are slightly bigger. Guess it makes sense. I wouldn't know because I don't think I ever got them to download on either of my 6s, especially lately. But I got the phone because I needed one, because my 5 was being weird and it's so old that it's so out of date. Plus, once both my 6s started to close randomly when I was trying to work on stuff in the GoPro app, I figured it would be a good time to go up. I was just gonna get an 8, but the prices of the one I bought wasn't that bad. I might get another one anywhere between a 8 and a 12 if I can find a decent price for one that's whatever it is, 128 gigs to 500 and whatever, somewhere in there might be better for me. Might work out more how I wanted to, but for now I'm cool with this. Just gotta figure it out. It's just weird that even when I did the sync from my 6 to this phone, it didn't download all of my stuff like you think it would, since they're both the same memory. And it made me delete like 4 or 5 apps because they wouldn't save. I don't know if that's because of the pictures and videos taking up too much room, but I just thought it was weird that on that phone they ran fine. It's a 64 gig, but then this also 64 gig, and it's a 10 out of 6, that it did made me delete them. Like the icons would show up, but I couldn't open them. It would just make me say okay or go to settings to delete. That was weird. Weird stuff these days with all this technology. Nice view, the water. Maybe I got in both cameras, maybe just one or neither. I always forget which lens is the front lens on my 360 camera. I'm pretty sure I have it correctly. I just always face it like I do my 5 and my 4, and I think that's always right. Since it doesn't have the screen, and I always stop using it for a while, my memory draws a blank lately. But I mean, it's not that hard to do. If it's in the reverse order, just find the correct view I'm looking for, and then just do it the opposite way. Not that hard to do, but I do need, as I've said many times, I do need a new laptop. I do want to try to get a GoPro Max 360 just to see if it's any better with it having the screen, and to see if that one's formatted to make clips, since when I try to make a 360 clip, I can't do it like I do for my normal videos. I have to do it on a different app, which is alright, not a big deal. It'd be cool if I could do it all in the same app, but if it's too old, that could be why. If they're only doing the software for the new one, since it's newer than mine. I just bought mine because the person said it was working as it does. Came with both batteries. I just had to get 2 memory cards, but it was a buy it now on eBay, and they put it, if you did 129 or somewhere between 129 and 134, it was set to automatically accept your offer. So I just did that because it wasn't a bad price. Especially since I did have both batteries and the cord. It may also have had the charge port box thingy. I can't remember. I might be wrong though. I have 2. One's for my 5. The other one might be for my 4. I have too many accessories. I have so many accessories between my 3 cameras. It's hard to remember, especially since I didn't use them for like 8 months, 9 months, 7 months. So that's one reason right there. Too many straps, this is annoying. I have my backpack on and the chest mount, and it's all conflicting because how high I put the chest mount. and I tightened it as mentioned to see if it was any much of a solution or not. Sorry about the noise. I don't have brakes, obviously. Didn't think about the trees. Alright. Kind of bummed my diffusion's was only at 49%. Thought I had charged it Saturday or yesterday, both. I know I charged the 5, but I guess I didn't do it long enough. I charged them through my laptop, so that could be why. Not as much power. And I only did the fusion for like one maybe 2 hours, so that could be why too. Could have had less, I don't know. Didn't check before or after, or it might not have even charged. That's a factor. Oh, it's so windy. This wind is no fun. Luckily, I had my backpack, and I had to when I was eating, I had to use the plastic container. I had the broccoli in. I just kept the broccoli in there. So then the plastic bag, I had a big plastic bag with a fork and a paper plate, and then as well inside of that I had a smaller bag, a sandwich sized bag with a peanut butter sandwich and an extra piece of bread. So I had those, and then the wind, and I had my water can of seltzer water on top, and it was all right. But then the more I ate and drank, the less heavy they were. So I had to get my big crescent wrench out, so the bags didn't fly away. And I just made sure I was paying attention to the plate while I was taking bites, so the wind didn't take it away as well. Nice day otherwise though. I almost forgot that I was going to the post office. Hopefully the wind isn't coming in. I don't have a wind guard on either camera, so hopefully. The only bummer of not using my vlog setup, that at least has the microphone with the wind dampener, and it's a pretty good microphone for however much I pay for it. Pretty fair. Yeah. Ooh. Going to the post office, even though they're closed. Hopefully it's open. Usually it is 24/7 or near that, but I had 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 times, where they weren't open on a day they might normally be open. So I'm cautiously optimistic, since I'm aware of such tomfoolery. is it's a headwind as well as coming from the right, so that's no fun. It's like double. Rather it come from behind. Now I just kind of rode into it, so it's not as bad. Beep beep, toot toot. Hello. All right, let's see. I also had to walk up a couple of the inclines I usually ride up because my shorts were falling more than they normally do. Normally they fall because I had to take the drawstring out because it got pushed to one side last year, and that isn't the wisest person. It may have been in the shot to my left. That's the police station. That's the police department. And that person turning left, and the Chevy SUV ran the stop sign. If only there was a cop right outside. All right, let's see. Will this little box fit? Too many thingies, too many clasps. I have one on my helmet, I have one on my backpack, I have one on my chest mount. Alright. Let's see. Will it fit in this one? It fits in this one. Take it over here. Might as well go to the post office. It's right here. The next building. Right here. I'm not gonna go inside. Can I do the drive-through? I don't want to turn my cameras off. Forgot about that. Ow. It all looks like they're open. Ish. Alright. Alright, wonderful. I love small boxes sometimes. Ooh! Guess I'm gonna go home now. It's been a while since I ate. I sat at the park for like half an hour ish. I think that dude just came out of the parking lot. And now he's going back in. What a weirdo. Alright. This is not going to be fun going home due to the shorts malfunction. Guess something happened. I lost some weight somewhere because they're falling quicker than normal. Maybe the new bike helped. I was riding it for a week, 6 days straight. I went on a 60-mile ride on Saturday, which was kind of annoying. I was annoyed with my chest cam because, as I mentioned earlier, I did the shutter turn on and it just did pictures, but I didn't notice, and I thought I was taking video because I checked it before I left, and it did 2 videos, and then it was taking pictures. So I turn it on when I get home, and I have like 1,500 pictures. No joke. The first batch was 999, and then there was like 600 more, something like that. So that was annoying. Never had that happen. And the time I've had the camera, it's always just taking video, especially since it had, whether I tested it or not, it always took video, so that's why I was relying on it. But the part that was annoying and frustrating is I purposely tested it out. I did one for like 5 seconds, did another for like 8 or 9 seconds, and it was all good. So I don't know how it switched modes while it was turned off. That was bizarre. Okay. And this is a video. I just made sure, even though I made sure when I first turned it on. So that was no fun. We're on a 60-mile ride and I'd never been there before. So I was excited for the video to watch it and upload it. And then it was just a bunch of pictures, which is cool, but not what I wanted. Guess I'll have to do it another day and make sure I'm actually in video mode. But a nice 60-mile ride is always cool. I was glad I waited. I was gonna do it on this bike or my other one, set up as a single speed or fixed, but I was glad I used the Diamondback since it has 9 speeds, I think, something like that. Since it's a geared bike. Hey puppy. Hello. Where you live? I got all cautious, thinking I was gonna get chased again, but the dog put all its effort in getting away from me, so I guess that's good. Since the frightened dog, I'll let those people down there deal with it. I don't want to scare it, though I'd like to read its tags to see where it lives, but, and since I have my phone, I call the owners, but don't want to startle it, so hopefully it gets back home. Cute dog. Now I'm just cautious ever since that German Shepherd chased me a while back. This time last year or the beginning of this year, can't remember. I think it was January of this year, February of this year. Sometime between December of 2020 and February of this year. It was the first 2 months of me having my other bike. But anyways, back, I was glad I looked at the terrain, even if it wasn't the best help on Google Maps. I at least got a rough estimate, and in doing so, it seemed like there was quite a bit of elevation, and there would be a little bit more hills, maybe hills that I might not be into, especially on a non-geared bike. So I was glad I had that bike because I just did whatever I could do and then walked the rest. The only sucky part is I forgot to bring food because I didn't intend to go there. I was going to go to Napa or Fairfield, which would have led me to be home sooner. And then I ran out of water, even though I had my water bottle. At a very unopportune time, I made the water I had last as much as I could. I made it last like halfway, but then I refilled, and on the way back I should have waited, but I didn't, and then I needed more water, so I ended up walking, which made it longer, but now I know for the next time. But luckily, once I was out of the inopportune area, there was a Starbucks I went to and hung out at for a bit. I got 2 waters and hung out for like 30-45 minutes. Tried to get a ride from my mom, but she was napping, and then I didn't get her reply saying that I said, oh, well, I'm gonna go home now since I feel a little bit better after resting and having water. And then I didn't know she replied, and then we crossed paths. We were a few blocks from the house. She was looking for me, and then I told her where I went. She's like, oh god. Then I go home and turn my phone on, and she replied like right when I turned my phone off. So that was weird. I waited like 2 or 3 minutes, and then nothing, so I turned my phone off and left. Maybe I may have been having spotty reception because it took me like 4 times just to send her the text asking if she could come pick me up from that Starbucks. So maybe related to that. It all worked out. I got back quicker. It was when I turned my phone on right before I got to that Starbucks, when I started typing out the text. I got there sooner. I thought it might have been later than it was, so that was nice. I also finally found out, I think it was last week or the week before, if you've watching my other videos with me ranting about Comcast, it's because my mom randomly called them and got a hold of this dude that gave her more info, and he said what he assumed happened is most likely they were turning it over to fiber optic, since that's the new thing with Comcast, which I already knew. And so if that was the scenario, that would make sense why it worked fine up until they shut it off. And then when they shut it off, it never came back on, and in doing so you have to have everything in your house changed to be compatible. So that was at least nice to know. And my mom might be able to get if she hasn't done already, get some kind of reimbursement, because before I gave her a link that I found for T-Mobile's 5G, we still had the Comcast going. Well, not going, but she still had was paying for it, I should say, even without it working. So hopefully that worked and she got some money back where she can, and hopefully she calls T-Mobile, because it's getting annoying having 5G and it not work properly ever since we got the new modem, but she keeps procrastinating. I told her like 2 or 3 weeks ago to just call them and tell them it changed since they send us the new modem, and to see if they could do anything. But instead she just keeps complaining to me about it, and I can't do anything but just tell her the same thing. She said she was going to last week before she went to jury duty one of the days, but I doubt she did. Mostly because I woke up before she did all last week and I never heard her on the phone. Gets annoying when I'm trying to upload videos or I'm trying to make new listings, or I had to get off because she has a Zoom call when there was no problem when we first got it back in March, May, April, somewhere in there. It was fine until the modem blew up. Something happened with one of their towers, and then when they got restored, something happened with our first modem, and it like crashed somehow. Ugh. So windy. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here. It's too windy. Do the outro when I get home. Bye.